Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? So it's working.
Wow, your money.
Is it loud or noisy?
Turn the mic off.
Is that you? Double A? Okay. Well, I can hear myself, so. Oh, yay.
Oh my goodness.
Is it noisy?
It's horrible.
I can hear myself.
It's horrible.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel it's probably me. Probably.
Yeah, let me try. Okay. So, mute.
Stop.
Which one did I select? Hey, Freddy. Stop it.
Can you turn the mic off, please? It's horrible.
I thought I did. Audio. There. Am I off?
No, I turned you all the way down.
And I want to turn this one, audio 3 on. Okay. Yeah. It's... one should still be on, and it should be that other... This one up here. Can you hear me still? On my camera? Or is it this one still?
It's a delay. Just hold on. It's like 10 to 20 seconds of delay here.
They said that one sounds okay. Audio 3 on. Okay. Yeah. It's... One should still be on, and it should be that other... This one here. That one sounds better though, right?
It's a delay. 10 to 20 seconds.
I said that one sounds okay. Okay. Alright. I think it's Jason's behind me that hits the echo. Is this still the echo?
That's probably what they're hearing is my phone in the background.
Yeah. Okay, well if this line's okay, I'm going to do a little watercolor. And then whatever, I guess. I got to do my watercolor for World Watercolor Day month. Good. I know it's a big delay. It's I'm surprised. I gotta figure out where the latency is, because
It's wireless.
I don't think it should be that long though. I'm surprised it was that long.
You need a quick way of muting and unmuting your mic. Do you have a quick...
That mic? I don't think so.
Can you get a quick way of muting it and muting your mic? Either with a button or something on the screen, or...
Oh yeah, I can do it right here. Right here. Okay, so now I'm unmuted.
I hate my voice. Anyway,
Do you mind getting me some water in the sink real quick?
remember to mute yourself while you're talking to somebody else.
Okay.
What is this?
Cup to put water in.
What's up?
To
Crazy.
clean brushes. Watercolor brushes.
Oh.
Paint brushes. Okay, I'm new to all this. So, what is today? 4. So number 4 is Payne's Gray. Prompt is fade. Create a value gradient from dark to near clear. Practice a smooth wash that fades to nothing. Okay. Oh. Happy 4th of July. I collect Care Bears. That's my Care Bear. For the 4th of July. Thank you. So the first thing I want to do is get the gray. Yeah, it's kind of like that's like a bluish tint to it, right? Whenever it's not on this one. I don't need anything. I'm good. Okay. All right. This one is Payne's Gray. My desk is a mess. So I am a dog sitter as well, and I didn't have time to clean up my desk before I did leave yesterday, so there's stuff everywhere. My name is Juliet, by the way. If that wasn't obvious. Get some gray. And I need to move this a little more so you guys will be able to see it. I just rearranged my office yesterday as well, so everything is still like in flux. I don't know where my camera is pointing to yet. Alright. Okay, first thing I do is I have this color journal. Oh, double A? Okay. Or Ashley. I'll call you double A, since that's what I see. This is one color a day, where you just kind of practice different colors, and it's not anything, special. It's just You can use markers or watercolor or whatever, pastels. So I change between things that I use in this. But for today, since it's World Watercolor Month, I figure I'll just use watercolor. And this paper is terrible. So it doesn't really move like it should. You kind of have to bully it around on the paper. For this, let that dry, and then we'll see what it looks like in a little bit. But we can start doing the gradient wash on here. That's Fred barking. I'm sorry, he's nuts. He's locked out. Hold on. Let me get him. Watch out, Elroy. I'm still in my pajamas. I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting anybody. Sonny, watch out. Come on, Fred. Come here. Come on. Jason. Come here, Fred. Come on. Hey. Hey, hey. Hey. Come here. Let me help Jason and Fred into the room. You want to shut the door. It got locked out. Come on, Freddy. You want a treat? Come on, Fred. Come here. Watch out, honey. Watch out, Sonny. Let me shut the door. Here, guys. You got some treats. You're in your box, Fred. Here you go. Oh. Here, Elroy. I have Fred, Elroy, Sonny. Here's Sonny. Phoebe. And Lena somewhere. Where's Lena? Lena! Here's Sonny. Fred. Elroy. Alright. Let's see if we can do this without it looking goofy. I'm going to do it on this side. I had to pin down. So this is a Reflections watercolor journal that I got from, I think I got it from Jerry's Artorama. And it doesn't, the paper, like, when I did a wet wash yesterday, the paper, like, wrinkled up really bad. Are you familiar with watercolor? I guess you are. You know Payne's Gray. You're familiar with color, at least. This is, like, when I did this, it, like, wrinkled up and, like, made a puddle, even, because it wrinkled so bad. I didn't think I put that much water on it. So, we'll have to see if this wrinkles as bad as it did yesterday. Turn it a little bit. I don't want it to hit the keyboard. Can I do this? No. Oh, and since it's World Watercolor Month, I put a cover on my watercolor journal because it's my nickname is Buzz, so it's little bees. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be. It's like it's 300 GSM, but it just doesn't. I don't think it's cotton. I don't remember. I can't remember what was on there. Where did I put my other brush? There it is. I also don't think this brush holds as much water as I thought, because I was doing a gradient yesterday and I had to keep getting more water earlier than I thought I should too. Okay, so now we do Payne's Gray. And try and let it wash down. Doing better today than it was yesterday, so that's good. It still is wrinkling. I can tell it's like bowing the paper already though. Yeah, and see there, like my brush is out of water. Before it gets to clear. Sonny, are you eating that box? Yeah. That worked pretty good. So now, what do we put on top of here to make a painting for World Watercolor Day? What are you doing, Fred? Oh, you still smell the treats, don't you? Because I didn't close the bag. Couple more. Okay, that's all. No more. No more. That's all. All done. Do you have any dogs? Or any animals? What do I want to do now? Maybe I'll do a longer one, like a landscape, like this way. After I do this, I'm going to color. I'm probably going to color my Kawaii Tarot coloring book, King of Coins page. I started. I'm trying to make it look like the card, but I haven't finished yet. So I have the castle done and part of the background. Excuse me for one moment. Sorry about that. Yeah, you like Lulu Mayo? Did you see her new book? House of Lulu's Wonders, or I can't remember the name exactly. I got it though, so if you want to look at it, we can look at it and do a page in there. Start a page in there, maybe. Cool. It is really cute. I think it's my favorite of all of her books. Is the House of Lulu, or Lulu's House of Wonders. That's what it is. I got a big black spot because I grabbed more and I shouldn't have. So we're going to fix that. Here we go. Here we go again. Are you doing the 2 books, Mythical and Monsters? Oh, cool. Yeah, those are I like those ones. I have, yeah, is it Magical Creatures or Magical Creatures and Monsters as well? And I think out of all of them, I like those. I have Bears and I really don't like it. It's one of her older ones. Like, one of the pages has bears as, like, toast flying out of a toaster, and I don't know how to color that. Toasting bears. It's weird. So I was trying to make them, like, panda bears, and then when they come out, they're, like, covered in chocolate or something. It looks so weird. Yeah. I have a enormous book collection, I will say. I like to collect art to begin with. So I end up having a lot of books and PDFs and stuff because I just peruse it. Not necessarily even color. I just like to look at it. Who's your favorite artist? Coloring book artist. Or artist. I don't have any more treats, Fred. They're all gone. All gone. All gone. Yes. Definitely. I like to collect things, you see. I have Care Bears that I collect because I realized I had a rough few years. I was in a bad car accident and kind of was sitting in a chair by myself for a long time. And I was kind of lonely and upset and depressed and stuff. So I thought, you know what? I don't know. I saw Care Bears one day. And I was like, you know what? They make me happy. I think I'm going to get some Care Bears. And then I realized that they were first sold, or like the company was started the year I was born. So then I was like, well, now I have to get them because, like, there was like a anniversary one on my 25th birthday, my 40th birthday, my 50th birthday. There's going to be, like, so I was like, well, I definitely have to get them now because then I'll have a Care Bear for my big birthdays. And then, we're doing, what else? I collect teacups as well, which I started collecting teacups when I was a lot younger. Yeah. Kirby's your favorite coloring book? Yeah, I like him a lot too. I actually have a drawing journal. Just put my arm in there while I was waiting for it to drop down the page. What did I drop? Oh. So now I gotta try and fix that And I messed it up again. Freddy, you made me mess up my painting. Stop it. No. I'm gonna pause a second, mute a second while I get him to be quiet. Fred is a puppy mill rescue, so he has very bad manners. He never learned anything, and now he's learning a lot. For as much as he has to learn, he's doing really good, but barking is a bad one. Especially when he wants something. I'm not doing this very smoothly. Trying to fix errors and then I just make it worse. If I can get this one streak out, I'll be happy, but I don't think it's going to happen. Right here, there's like a darker streak still. I think I need to add water, maybe? A little bit of water. I'll get the streak to go, maybe. There we go. True, you can't. I might just change my journal up. I have a couple other ones, but none of them are like really good watercolor paper. I was hoping this one would be better. I just have a stack of regular water paper that's good. Maybe I should just use that. Make my own journal for this month, this year. What shall we do on here? Maybe, what was it, yesterday that we used granulating neutrals, and today was just the practice a smooth fade or wash that fades to nothing. That one's definitely not smooth. This one's pretty smooth over here. My practice one. Yeah, it is. Like right here. Maybe I should do like mountains and then put it in here. Or like a tree line. And do like Bob Ross trees. Like the little happy pine trees. Maybe I'll do that. I'll try it. Just putting something in there for now. And we'll put some more trees closer. Is your favorite kind of painting? Do you do mostly watercolor or anything else? Coloring book's fun. Which pictures of Kirby's have you done? Oh, nice. I'm in a group on Instagram that does Alien Worlds front to back. Mythomorphia is nice too. I like that one where that one has the doodles in the pictures. Oh, yeah, me too actually. It's been 9 months, 8 months maybe since I started coloring. I was doing watercolor and painting before that, throughout the years, but never as like a hobby that I was like doing all the time. So I just kind of started. Where's my... There it is. I just kind of started coloring books. Now maybe if we take a darker blue, like Prussian blue, I don't know how they get a bunch of water on their brushes or like a bunch of paint. If you watch watercolorists, they'll be able to get like a bunch of water and a bunch of paint on their brush and then bring it over to their palette pretty easily. I don't know, I feel like I struggle and I'm like over here just digging at my palette trying to get water. Hi, how are you? Jess, right? Bellatini Art, Jess just signed in. Hey now. Every once in a while I mute to get Fred to be quiet, so 1 second. They like to chew on boxes, so sorry. Happy 4th! Let's see. Now I think I want to put some Payne's Gray in this Prussian blue. You do watercolor, don't you, Jess? Do you know, is there a trick to getting your paint out of your palette? Or out of your metal palette over to your working palette without it taking forever? Like so you can mix them without like having to grab paint constantly. Oh, over in your palette. Yeah. I did forget to spray it because I was thinking I was only going to use Payne's Gray. So, I've just kind of been digging. So let's see. I think I'll make a stream maybe or something that comes down. We go from the side. Make it wider as it comes. Double A and I were just talking about bad paper because this is bad paper, we have decided. Or I've decided for sure. It's a journal, watercolor paper journal that's 300 GSM that I got from Jerry's Artorama for free once, I think. It came in a box that I got, but it's like Reflections, I think, is the brand. I want to make that a little bit darker. Am I still on the screen? Yeah. I'm going to tip my palette over. Sunny or goofy. Okay, and then I think I'll get green. Green. So maybe some Hooker's Green Dark, and we'll mix it with the Payne's Gray. One thing about your main color being Payne's Gray is then your water is just like black right off the bat. I should have got 2 cups of water, but oh well. We want Payne's Gray. A little bit more green. I have a feeling I'm going to have to layer this up a lot. Do multiple layers of Payne's Gray and green. Or this down here can be like a field or something. Now my green is running into my... the green started running into my water, so now I gotta fix that. Because I was holding it up and I should have let it down now that my gradient was dry. There. And because it bubbled up, the paper, it also started like running that way. Okay, so now I gotta fix that. I gotta wait till it dries a little bit, or else it'll just pull it back in. So just keep doing the green on the other side. I'm going to try and hold it so that it doesn't run, but I do not think that I'm going to be successful with it not running. So I might have to blow dry this just so we don't keep running. So let me mute and blow dry it, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now hopefully it won't run so much, but I'm going to try and maybe stretch it a little bit. Okay. Just have to be really careful right there and not put too much water or it'll start running because of the way the book is holding the paper. Okay. Then I'll finish doing another layer of this green, and then we can switch and do Lulumail. Just get one more quick layer of green on. Oop, that's the blue. Which actually, no, we need the gray, because the blue will make it look too much like those mountains, I think. Or trees in the background, whatever it is. And I'll put another layer of the water in too later, after the green dries, so that my river isn't so diluted with grass. So I was using, what's it called? Starjoy Gold pencils when I was working on the Kawaii Tarot page. So I like those pencils a lot. And they actually are doing pretty good on that book, which makes me happy, because sometimes the paper in Lulu Mayo's books can be frustrating. Seems like there's not many mediums that work in those books. What mediums do you use in those books? Double A? Yeah. The first page I did in her books, I used pan pastels and gel pens and Prismas, I think. Then the second one I used all Prismas. Then I used water-based markers and hated my life for a while. So, alright, we'll let it stop there and let it dry. That way I don't ruin my river. And I'll come back to it. And I'll close this up and get it out of the way. And that's what my dot looks like now that it dried. Like, you can see this paper. This is like just like thin cardstock, so it's hard to do stuff on this paper. But the week before, I used some of the new colors from Kuretake Gonzai Tambi, the Cosmic Granulating 2 colors, and they turned out a lot better on this paper. And this one up here, I think this is, what was this? Schminka, with these ones. But yeah, that week isn't as great. That's okay. There's always next week. Is it Friday already? I guess it is, huh? Okay, let me get... It was such a flimsy palette. I should be using my porcelain one, but it's got colors on it. So I didn't want to waste them and wash it off. I'm going to have a little tiny supply and book haul published later, maybe today, but most likely tomorrow. Okay. You know what? I realized I didn't even turn my light on. Can you guys even see me turn my light on? That light's not gonna work. Let me see if I can reach the... Yeah, I don't have this all set up yet. Oh, is it not plugged in yet? Might not be plugged in yet. See if I can reach it from here. Sorry, I'm trying to get the light on for you guys. I guess I probably should have muted. Sorry about that. Yeah, test streams, definitely. There we go. And let me zoom in for you. I did have all these set up as well, so I could zoom in quickly. But when we moved my office around, I lost all of my scenes for some reason after I shut down my computer to move it. So I have to reset up all my scenes in OBS. I appreciate you helping me get my stream looking better. And some pencils out already, which are the ones that I was using. And then let me grab the case. Okay. I think I can zoom in a little bit more, actually, so you guys can see a little bit more. This is the card. that need focused. I don't know if I can get it to focus. Does it look fuzzy to you? Yeah, I like the deck for sure. I'm glad I got it so I can look at it. That's what I thought. I'm trying to figure out how to... All these windows in here are taking up space. Let's see. Focus, properties. It seemed like it did something, but then it just went back, huh? Might have to get closer. There. Is that a little better? Where did that go? I just had it up. Now I lost it. Does it seem like it's still out of focus? Keeps switching, huh? This autofocus is on. I wonder if I need to just turn autofocus off. Where did it go? Alright, well, I think what I'll do is I'll start coloring, and then we'll see what happens with my hand in there, because I'm guessing it's going to keep moving. I lost the thing that shows me where the filter is. It won't... I wonder if it's coming up behind the window. It is. It's coming up behind the window. Of course. It moves so much, so fast. Wonder if a scroll will work. Nope. Alright, I think that's as good as I'm gonna get. I'm surprised because this camera is supposed to be the best one for this kind of thing. Well, not the best one, but I basically got a teaching camera that like science teachers use. Let me transition this over just to make sure you have mine. Alright, let's just color. And then we will see how it goes. So I think I got the yellow, that yellow done. Yes, let's do... I was working on this. Yeah, that's right. This blue here isn't done yet. Get out the blues. Alright. Let me just make sure that this is the... Yeah. Okay. Put a little bit more of this blue in. I think what I'm gonna do is after I'm done coloring it, like mostly, all completely, I'm gonna come in with Gamsol and see if I can get any of the pigment to fill in the white spaces. I like using Gamsol. Are you familiar with Gamsol? I like using it, but it makes the paper a little wet, so it's like one of those things where you use it and you have to wait. Yeah. Have you used it before? Do you like using it or any other? Yeah. Yeah. With Prismas, definitely. I think with Prismas, it's like way easier than with most pencils. Because it just smushes. These ones, I can feel the difference. They're still pretty smooth if you've not used Starjoy's gold before. They're pretty smooth, but they still are not as smushy as Prismas. And I guess I got yelled at enough as a kid about being heavy-handed with stuff that I'm pretty good about like going slow and layering. to the point where usually if I'm following a color along, I've got to like stop and do a few layers in between to get to where the host of the color along is on their page as far as pigment output. Yeah. Yeah, I use Prismas most of the time. I do really like my Prismas, and if I could, like, I would use them all the time. But I like to try and use other ones so that I know the differences. We might be able to get the rose colored next. I'm afraid to move it. I don't want it to go out of focus a lot more. If it does and I haven't noticed, let me know. Say something so I can try and fix it. They have to leave at 5:30 to go to dinner. Barbecue, I guess. And then this blue back here, I think was the mixture of the two together. This one. That's the one on the bottom. I think it was just this one. You want out, Freddie? You need out? Okay, hold on one second. It will be I've been getting into using neocolors a lot lately. They've been easier for me. Sorry, I thought I muted my phone. It still didn't mute. There it is. Oh, I'm sorry. I was off the screen. I'm actually in the middle, not the middle, I guess more still just at the beginning of the tutorial color along, not really tutorial, but the color along that Karen from my Colorful Country Life did with the unicorns and Tales from Forest Kingdom by Hannah Carlson. And that's fun. But, like, she can get the pigment out of those things so good. Like, I'm so slow. I feel like I do 10 layers when she's done one. I guess maybe I'm afraid. I'm afraid I'm going to put too much down right away. Trying to be more brave. Let me... Have you used neocolors at all, or do you just use pencil mostly? Mostly pencil. Have Neos to make a galaxy, but mostly pencil. Let me know if I'm too loud, I guess. The mic might be too loud. And then I think I found a way to put the noise gate on, maybe. And let me know if you hear a difference when I turn this on. It's on now, so. And then I gotta figure out. Apparently, I'm looking. I need to flip my picture of me. I'm facing the wrong way. So I need to flip that somehow, but I don't know. I can't remember. I know I've done it before, but I can't remember what it's called. Not mirroring, right? Can't remember. Turn off autofocus. Okay, let me see. Filters. That's the wrong one. Okay, autofocus is off. Yeah, the dogs are somewhere else now, outside, or Jason was cooking, so they were smelling the food and headed to the kitchen, I'm sure. Does it seem to make a difference with autofocus off? Clearer? Or is it still bad focus? Or out of focus, I should say. I'm gonna have to play around with that camera to see why it's so terrible, because it should be really good. Alright, now let's see what we can do about the rose. And then I'll mess with the blues a little bit more later. So we need reds. Peach. Did you know peach in Asian cultures is actually pink? Like pink, like almost magenta. That's why in a lot of like pencil sets and colors it's like pink. Where's red? Red. Chili. And what is that? Orange. Strawberry. Ladybug. That might be the color we need. Ladybug. It's more red. Hold on one second. Okay. This one's strawberry. So I go with that one. Then this one's chili. Still think I need a darker red. This is cadmium red. So this one here, so Starjoy Gold pencils have the gold end on them. And the original Starjoy are like this. Just the standard, like almost like a Color poly pencil. This one's cadmium red. Yeah, that one will help, I think. But I still need one darker. Maybe even a brown. Garnet and red wine. This one's barbecue. I wonder what barbecue is. Garnet. Red wine. That one's too grapey, I think. And this one's barbecue. That one's kind of brown, but we might need it. I don't like the red wine. Okay. And I think the lightest one we will use will be chili, which is this one. That one's chili. So this one is strawberry. Ladybug. Georgia peach. Oh wait, no, this one was Georgia peach. It was the first one. This one's strawberry. And this one's cadmium red. Regular. Alright. So there's the picture. Put it on this side. So we can try and get the picture right. Put these blues back in the bucket. And then we'll go with chili first. Did you take any classes or coloring tutorials or anything like that, or did you just start? Because you said you started double A, you said you started just recently. Yeah, apparently peach is the color of the tree blossom. So the peach tree flowers are more of that magenta pink color, so that's why they call that peach. It's the color of the flower, not the fruit. I just found that out like a month ago or so. Things you learn because of sharing art supplies. Because I wouldn't have any reason to learn that otherwise. Unless I was going over there and living over there for longer. Fred, don't start. Freddy, come here. You want a treat? Okay, I'm gonna mute for a second. I'll eat it one more. One more and that's it. Oh, I dropped it. There you go. That's all. Here, here's a crumb. Oh, it fell. Fell on the floor. And that's all. When I first got Fred, he was so afraid of everything, he would just like run and hide in the like corner of the yard, or if he was inside, he would just like cower in a corner or hide under a table or behind a piece of furniture or something. We'd always keep his leash on him at first so that we could get him if we needed him out of the way or something. But we bonded over marshmallows. He loves marshmallows. Yeah, Double A says I just watch tutorials, and I also have color with Olivier's Patreon. I have that one too. I haven't done one yet, I was thinking about doing the same one that Ink and Hue Sarah just did of, is it Olivier or is it Oliver? I've heard it both ways, so I'm never sure. But Sarah just did one and recorded her like progress. Fred! No! No! I'm gonna have to shut the door. Give me a second. This is what he does, because then he thinks he can get more treats every time he goes and barks. Come here! Come here! You're not getting any more treats. Come here. Come. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come here. Come on. No barking, Fred. I think the one that Sarah did, it was in a Joanna Basford book, and it had a rabbit on the page, and it had like a little hill with a castle kind of thing. Garden wall, maybe. Hey! No! I'm gonna go shut the door now and lock him out and see if that helps. Right back. Coming in, Lena? Going out? Okay. All right. I think I'll put some of the darkest color down now. I think I'm gonna use barbecue, because I think garnet and the red wine were just too pinky to use. So I think I'm gonna use this one as the darkest. Which might be too dark, but I think it'll lighten up some once we get some red, the chili pepper red on top of it. It still looks pretty pink too, but oh, Chris Chang. Yeah, you're right. Sarah did Chris Chang. Why was I thinking it was... Olivier. I don't know if does Chris have a Patreon, or does she just does them on YouTube? I can't remember. Okay, and then I'm going to use cadmium red from the original Starjoy set of pencils and fill in the whole thing. Except at the very lightest area. I like this color, but it's really I feel like it's both of these sets are missing a red. A red. You know what I mean? Like, because these are all sort of almost red, but more pinky than. Although you guys might not be able to see that on the screen very well. I don't know. Oh, she does. It's her own drawings. Chris Chang has a Patreon, but it's her own drawings. I gotta get used to reading the chat. I need to get my screen rearranged so that I can have a chat on there. And I got Twitch started as well, but I didn't get it integrated where I can run both streams yet, so I gotta figure that out as well. Well, that one looks like lips. leaf petal. Are you guys coloring today too? What are you guys coloring? Okay, now I'm gonna do chili again. All over and harder pressure. I hate doing like a harder pressure right off the bat because then you lose all option to change it later. So so I'd only do a harder pressure right off the bat if I knew what I was doing, and I never know what I'm doing. My life is a comedy of errors, and that includes my art as well. Chores, yay! I need to do chores, but I have not. I'm trying not to think about it. I'll have to do them after I come back from dinner. Yeah, I know I have to do dishes, and I should vacuum some, but that can wait till tomorrow. The dogs I'm dog sitting, luckily they don't react to fireworks, so that won't be an issue tonight, where I have to watch 3 giant dogs that are afraid of the noise. The dogs that I'm watching, one is a golden retriever that's sort of like normal size golden retriever, and then I have a Burmese mountain dog. He's huge. I think he's going to be bigger than a normal Burmese mountain dog. He was a tiny puppy too, and now he's giant. And then a Brittany Spaniel, which he's not very big. He's just big in personality, I should say. I know Jess, if she's there, still there, Bellatini Art has a boxer, I think. Do you have any dogs? Double A? Oh, yeah. That stinks. I'm sorry about that. They're coming out with a lot of new allergy medications that help. My eye doctor, his entire family, I guess, is allergic to dogs. And they're all taking shots now. But apparently, like a month or two, they'll be able to get a dog. Hold on one second. Fred, you're not allowed to bark. You're not allowed. Okay, I think I'm gonna put maybe. It looks pretty orangey, but I don't know if it's just the light. I might put a little bit of the strawberry in. Or ladybug. Where's that? There. Ladybug. I'm going to put some ladybug in and see if I can get it to darken up here in the areas where it looks pretty strawberry looking. And then, or not strawberry looking, I mean orangey looking. And then I might have to call it quits for today and run to a barbecue. Plus, Fred's starting to get anxious, so. Is that you, Fred? Might have helped a little bit. One thing I've been doing lately is a lot of gel pen pages that are like mostly wallpaper pages. I feel like it's helping me stay in the lines a little bit better. That's one thing I was never good at, was staying in the lines. So bad at it. I'd just be like, it was because I was too fast. I was always going too fast. But I think that's as good as it's going to get today. I might try and do a little more, maybe add a little more darkness and stuff later. But I do greatly appreciate you coming along to my test stream, and I will be setting up times to have regular streams like once or twice a week here. Once I figure out how to get Twitch also, I'm saying a lot. Once I figure out how to get Twitch connected simultaneously, then I will set up and do my weekly streams and get my mic and all that working properly. Phoebe, no barking. No. But I'll go before the dogs start going crazy. So I think somebody just heard filled up or something. So thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate you. Bye.